fluoride? Is it just one big conspiracy for tinfoil hat wearers, or is it one of the greatest government psychological operations that has been swiftly swept under the rug? In this video, I get to the bottom of this. I want to know, have I been tweaking, avoiding fluoride for an actual good reason, or are we just tweaking? So join me in this investigation on fluoride. Let's get into it. So to start our investigation, we do what any normal person would do, and that's just simply Google, what is fluoride? What is it? But we know that Google is a bought out government psyop. So you can expect for Google to give you some non-conspicuous, oh, fluoride's great for your tooth. Absolutely nothing shady in how good fluoride can be for you. Not shady whatsoever, right? So I do what another normal person with common sense would do, and I look up what are the negatives? And Google tells me, oh, you know, it's nothing really to worry about. It's just can lead to bone disease known as skeletal fluorosis. You know, nothing about your brain at all, just your skeleton. So next, I just simply wanted to find out, why did this even become a thing in the first place? Why did we start putting fluoride in water? And I find a study that says it started in the early 20th century. In 1945, Grand Rapids, Michigan became the first community in the world to add fluoride to tap water because they had studies that showed a significantly lower rate of cavities, totally disregarding everything other than your dental health. Oh, it's good for your teeth. Fuck everything else. So given that the first state to ever put fluoride in their water was Michigan, I decided to head over to Google and look up what are the Alzheimer's rates in Michigan. And what I found wasn't too staggering. 190,000 Michigan adults that are 65 and over are experiencing dementia. So I went over to Google and I asked just how many Americans? 5 million in 2014 and expected 14 million. So I go over to DuckDuckGo and I Google what causes dementia. And I find that dementia is caused by disruptions of brain cells, particularly in the cerebral cortex. So in the middle of the brain, the part that controls your memory, perception, and consciousness. Wait a minute. Like the part of your brain that the ancient Egyptians have decrypted on their walls in so many of their scripts? Why would they have that? Let's dive a little deeper here. So what you're seeing scripted in these Egyptian texts is your pineal gland. It's in the center of your brain, shaped like a pine cone. It's basically your connection to source, your connection to God. It's what regulates your hormones, produces melatonin, allows you to have a good sleep schedule. But our culture doesn't talk about it whatsoever. It's basically become a lost history. There's obviously a reason for that because the government is well aware of the capabilities and the abilities of the pineal gland, but they don't want people knowing. That's why they're trying to calcify your pineal gland with fluoride so you don't have this connection to source. And as you can see here in this picture, this is what the pineal gland looks like calcified by fluoride over time. All right, guys, so I just did a good amount of research, and what I found is going to connect things that you've maybe thought of before but didn't understand why you should avoid these things. So it is known fact, you can look this up on the internet, but you have to know what to Google, that fluoride is a known neurotoxin. A neurotoxin is a substance that is poisonous or otherwise destructive to the tissues in the brain, spinal cord, or nervous system. A developmental neurotoxin is one that affects the brain during the most susceptible stages of life, before birth and during early childhood. Now, pay attention to what I'm saying when I say early childhood, because what I'm about to show you will really raise some red flags. I also want you to take a look at this study that shows the ingestion of fluoride lowers IQ in children. Harvard School of Public Health performed an analysis on the effects of fluoride, and it shows a strong correlation between fluoride and the adverse effects on the brain development. Children in high fluoride areas had significantly lower IQs than those living in low fluoride areas. So how do you explain baby water with added fluoride? Or this picture explaining to moms, hey, this is the correct way to hydrate your child. Make sure that it has sodium fluoride in it. But then, how do you explain this picture stating that if sodium fluoride is swallowed, you need to seek medical attention? Is any of this making sense to you? But what gets crazier is that fluoride facilitates the entry of aluminum into your brain. So a lot of you guys have probably heard me or someone else saying that you shouldn't be using deodorant with aluminum in it. Well, this is another reason for that. In the 1970s, autopsies revealed that Alzheimer's patients had higher than normal concentrations of neurotoxic aluminum in their brains. How the fuck do you get aluminum in your brain, bro? Like, how is a metal getting into my brain? Well, you're putting it under your armpits where your lymph nodes are, so it sucks up, goes into your bloodstream, into your brain. So it's now understood that fluoride may also play a role in the aluminum-Alzheimer's connection. The blood-brain barrier is a semi-permeable membrane designed to keep foreign substances like fluoride and aluminum out of the brain. So every single time you drink tap water or bottled water, even if it's not filtered correctly, you are making your brain more susceptible to having aluminum enter it. So if you're putting that aluminum deodorant on, you're drinking your tap water, you are likely going to experience Alzheimer's. Maybe that's a hot take. I did say at the beginning of this that I'm unbiased. Maybe I am fucking biased because I don't trust anything that the government promotes to be healthy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm a tinfoil hat. So I'll leave you guys with all of that information to formulate your own opinion. But I don't want to end this on a bad note. I do want to let you guys know that you can look up on Google the water quality of your city. So I looked up the water quality of Boca Raton, Florida, and you can literally see on your city's website that they are putting fluoride in the water. So obviously I'm not going to drink it. What I use to completely remove fluoride out of my system is Shilajit. Shilajit, you may have heard of. It's been catching some hype lately. It's one of the only known supplements to man that can actually reverse the damage that has been done to your pineal gland. It can actually decalcify your pineal gland. Now, all the other things I'm about to mention that I do to protect my pineal gland can't reverse the damage that's already done from the years of drinking tap water, taking unfiltered showers, putting aluminum under your armpits. Shilajit is the only known thing that can actually reverse the damage that's been done. So if you guys want some Shilajit for a discount, you can use my link in the description below and use code Alex for a discount. This is the first sponsorship I've ever promoted on this channel because I'm very, very particular about who I work with, because I want what I put out to you guys to actually be beneficial, and I think that this is just perfect. So if you want to start decalcifying your pineal gland today, use the link in the description, and I can't wait to hear how that goes. But secondly, I use fluoride-free toothpaste. You can find that all over the place. And I use a Berkey filter with fluoride filters. There's countless filters out here doing it now. That's just the one I've been using for the past couple of years to totally remove fluoride. And I will say, ever since totally cutting out fluoride, my dreams have been much more vivid at night. But with all that being said, I want to know you guys' opinion in the comment section. What do you think? Is it just one big tinfoil wearing hat conspiracy? Or is it one of the greatest psychological operations of all time? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was fun to make. Took me a while. I love you guys, and I think I'm going to start making more content like this because this is the stuff I'm truly passionate about and I think can really help people. So much love, guys. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.